The top 5 deadliest viruses on Earth. Welcome to Mankind, the place where you'll find an answer to all your doubts and get inspired with the best content. Humans have been battling viruses since before our species had even evolved into its modern form. For some viral diseases, vaccines and antiviral drugs have allowed us to keep infections from spreading widely and have helped sick people recover. But we're a long way from winning the fight against viruses. In recent decades, several viruses have jumped from animals to humans and triggered sizable outbreaks, claiming thousands of lives. Some viruses, including the novel coronavirus currently driving outbreaks around the globe, have lower fatality rates, but still pose a serious threat to public health as we don't yet have the means to combat them. Here are the 5 worst killers, based on the likelihood that a person will die if they are infected with one of them, the sheer number of people they have killed, and whether or not they represent a growing threat. Let's start the video without further ado. Number 5. Marburg virus. Scientists identified Marburg virus in 1967 when small outbreaks occurred among lab workers in Germany who were exposed to infected monkeys imported from Uganda. Marburg virus can cause hemorrhagic fever, meaning that infected people develop high fevers and bleeding throughout the body that can lead to shock, organ failure, and death. The mortality rate in the first outbreak was 25%, but it was more than 80% in the 1998 to 2000 outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as in the 2005 outbreak in Angola, according to the World Health Organization. Number 4. Ebola virus. The first known Ebola outbreaks in humans struck simultaneously in the Republic of Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo in 1976. Ebola is spread through contact with blood or other body fluids, or tissue from infected people or animals. The known strains vary dramatically in their deadliness. One strain, Ebola restin, doesn't even make people sick. But for the Bundibugyo strain, the fatality rate is up to 50%, and it is up to 71% for the Sudan strain, according to WHO. The outbreak underway in West Africa began in early 2014 and is the largest and most complex outbreak of the disease to date, according to WHO. Number 3. Rabies. Although rabies vaccines for pets, which were introduced in the 1920s, have helped make the disease exceedingly rare in the developed world, this condition remains a serious problem in India and parts of Africa. It destroys the brain. It's a really bad disease. We have a vaccine against rabies, and we have antibodies that work against rabies, so if someone gets bitten by a rabid animal, we can treat this person. However, if you don't get treatment, there's a 100% possibility you will die. Number 2. HIV. In the modern world, the deadliest virus of all may be HIV. It is still the one that is the biggest killer. An estimated 32 million people have died from HIV since the disease was first recognized in the early 1980s. The infectious disease that takes the biggest toll on mankind right now is HIV. Powerful antiviral drugs have made it possible for people to live for years with HIV. But the disease continues to devastate many low and middle income countries where 95% of new HIV infections occur. Nearly 1 in every 25 adults within the WHO African region is HIV positive, accounting for more than 2/3 of the people living with HIV worldwide. Number 1. MERS-CoV. The virus that causes Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, or MERS, sparked an outbreak in Saudi Arabia in 2012 and another in South Korea in 2015. The MERS virus belongs to the same family of viruses as SARS-CoV and SARS-CoV-2. The disease infected camels before passing into humans and triggers fever, coughing, and shortness of breath in infected people. MERS often progresses to severe pneumonia and has an estimated mortality rate between 30% and 40%, making it the most lethal of the known coronaviruses that have jumped from animals to people. As with SARS-CoV and SARS-CoV-2, MERS has no approved treatment or vaccine. So this ends today's video. How many of these viruses did you expect to appear on this list? Leave a comment below. Thank you for spending some time with us mankinders. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video.